Hey YouTube, it's ShryphonX here. Today we're going to be talking about One Piece Chapter 1155. Like and subscribe for more content. Chapter 1155. Rocks Pirates has 17 pages. There are 2 color pages from the color spread and 15 black pages. The cover features the Straw Hat crew walking on a wood ladder to cross from one building to another in a city. The chapter begins where the last one ended. Locke told Rocks they were in Tybath, but he said his dad was out on an expedition. Locke was surprised because that was the first time he saw tiny people. Rocks asked Loki his name. Then Rocks demanded Loki to go home to call his father because he should treat Loki's wounds. Loki refused and attacked him, but Rocks used his sword to counterattack. "What makes you think my dad is going to come back for something like my injuries?" Loki shouted. "And now do you order me around? You look like a weakling." "Aerator," Rocks said. Cocksword attacks are known for sending the surrounding objects flying as if he were the impression of a glinting name or a cannon blast. "Bohaha! Oh no! Look, Loki is gravely injured," Rocks exclaimed. A flashback about the level that took place 8 years ago begins. Soldiers at the Pania Castle reported that 5 kings had been attacked and kidnapped by a large man dressed in black. Then we see Emu in the Room of Flowers. "The lives of mere kings cannot be used as bargaining chips against Mu," Emu said. "I thought as much, but the Holy Land is in ruins now," Rocks muttered. Suddenly, we see Rocks sitting around near Emu, holding a pistol in his hand. We also see a woman servant kneeling down next to Emu, who looks like Gunko, and mustered at Rocks while Rocks, in a very furious state, threatened Emu. Narrator. Unlike anything before, someone had managed to reach the deepest part of the Holy Land, the Room of Flowers. The man revealed himself as an admirer of Davy Jones. And that was all he did. He knew what he couldn't do, but he did leave behind a few words. "Rocks, one day I will return." "Back here." Rocks found Harald in Mary Geo City when they both tried to escape. In an epic double-page spread, we see them engaged in a fierce battle. The clash of their conquerors' hockey was akin to Roger versus Whitebeard or Luffy versus Kadu, their swords barely touching each other. Narrator explains the clashing of these 2 strangers, which wiped out everyone within a kilometer. Both introduced themselves to each other while they were exhausted. After the brief clash, they escaped together. Harald asked Rocks which way was Elbaf because he was lost. LOL. Rocks told Harald that if they both survived, they should meet again. But Harald refused to get involved with a villain again. Then, Harald jumped off the red line, and Rocks was shocked to see how crazy Harald was. LOL. The narrator explains that despite emergency treatment, the admiral that Rocks attacked in Mary Geos finally succumbed to his injuries. Consequently, the world government placed a hefty bounty on his head. Later, Cox attacked a ship that was carrying the heavens tribute towards Mary Geos. He even destroyed a gate of lust to escape. Winuimenev.anc snuranono.noxkekums. Dursi.corridernum nemino and weirs.usis and siwi e-coach sinuavis some Davy back fight. Games were released to recruit new crew members. However, Rocks had not officially formed his pirate crew yet. So, they were merely a group of villagers following Rocks. Back to the present of the flashback. In another incredible double page, we see that Rocks and his 6 crew members were dining in Orus Castle with Harald and Loki. Loki was severely injured and couldn't withstand the wounds on his body. Harald quickly returned from the expedition when he heard Loki was wounded. Although Loki was almost fully healed, Harald asked him not to go back to the underworld. Loki was overjoyed to see his father return for him. Rocks wanted Harald to join him because he knew the world government had disregarded all Harald's requests. However, Harald refused, stating that he would lose all the trust he had earned from other nations. Then, Harald asked Rock's crew members why they were following Natmar. Snick, Rilono.nistalisnand.com make me latai on. We are on our own. Even if Rox dies, it won't make a difference. Stasu exactly. But there's something about his plan. It smells like a brilliant opportunity to get rich. Marion, have you heard of it, Chinosu? It's an island in Texas, also known as Pirate Island. It's the island where countries use to relocate ruthless criminals that their own orisons couldn't handle. Newgate. It was supposed to be an uninhabited island without food, where you just wait for your certain death. Wangji. But in recent years, those criminals are surviving and forming their own organizations. What do you think is the reason? Ganzei. There are gold veins under that island. Some underground organization caught wind of that and lent the criminals a helping hand in becoming filthy rich. Ganzue was the Hua Aoi wearing a full armor that we saw in God Valley. Don Marlin is a gangster inspired in characters like Vito Corleone. And Wang Ji is a guy who looks like Caribou and Koribu. Cox asked again Harald to join him. Loki got out of bed and eavesdropped on Cox and Harald's conversation. Loki cried with emotion where he heard Rox's words. Rox, come with me, Harald. Together, we'll be unstoppable. Harald, shoot that. I'm the king of a nation. Rox, that doesn't matter. Let's take the world. Loki in one world. Narrator. On the last page of the chapter, we see several ships approaching Hakenosu as the narrator recounts what happened 4 years later. Narrator. 4 years have passed since then, with Harald turning down Rox's invitation every single time he offered it. And finally, Rox's plan, with a group of elite individuals who agree with him, is about to be executed. Rox, let's go, boys. The chapter ends with Rox pirates flying their flag for the first time. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. ShryphonX out.